and welcome to the Ringgold video series, Ringgold Rapid Responses. My name is Cindy Miller-Ungst, and I'm the past president of the Ringgold Band. In this series, we'll meet members of the Ringgold Band and the Ringgold New Horizons Band and get a glimpse of their life. So today, we welcome a very special member, our own conductor, Chuck Ebersole. Hi, Chuck.
Morning. Good afternoon. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to go through a series of questions, and the first one is what section do you play? But before you became our conductor, you were in which section?
I was in the tuba section.
Yeah.
I played there. I started it actually in 1985, and around 1993, when we had our third daughter, just became too much with a high school band and so forth. So I took some time off, but
Right.
now I'm the conductor, and that's a lot of fun.
Okay. And how, you already answered that you've been with the band since 1985, so on and off. But do you remember your first gig or most memorable experience?
Yeah, I remember. Actually, if I have a couple of answers.
Oh, good.
I remember the first time I performed with the band. That was for the spring concert in 1986, and it was at Muhlenberg Junior High School. I remember Jim programmed whole first suite. But one of the things I remember about that is my wife was so proud. She wanted her grandfather to see me in my uniform, and she was just so excited about that. Yeah, but the other
uniform it is.
Yeah, that rings in my memory. The first concert that as a conductor was the spring concert of 2018, and that was just very memorable. Had a former Fleetwood student as our soloist, Christopher Ravesider, and the audience and the band were all so very supportive and accepting. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
But I do have one special memory too. That's kind of a funny memory.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
During my first summer as the conductor, we had a Labor Day gig at Conrad Weiser, and we got there, and the truck had broken down, and so there was no sound system, and there was no bass drum, no timpani, and so Brian Holt played his wonderful bass drum parts on a trap set, and it was just almost comical to hear that. It was wonderfully played, but it wasn't what we were accustomed to hearing.
I remember.
Remember that?
And I do. And it was quite an experience. And it was just, but you were calm, and so we were calm, and it was an adventure, and
it was neat to see how the band, that was really the Ringgold Band. It's all how everybody pulled together, and we were given lemons, so we made lemonade. The audience loved it, and it was a lot of fun.
It was. Okay. What is your past occupation?
Well, I taught for 38 years. Along with you might have been a half year ahead of me, but I graduated from Indiana University of Pennsylvania with my wife in 1980. And I taught for 4 years in Cambria County. I had 9 Catholic schools that I traveled around to.
Oh my.
And, yeah, I was paid by the number of students I had in the program, so it was a challenge.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't make much money, but it was a great experience. And then I was fortunate enough to be asked to be the high school band director of Fleetwood High School in 1985, and I taught there for 34 years, and just retired last spring. So it was a good career. Yes,
it was a good career. Can you tell us just a little bit about your family outside of Ringgold?
Yes, we have, my wife and I raised 6 children. Our youngest, Isaiah, just graduated from high school this year. So he's one of the memorable class of 2020 with what's going on. But yeah, we have 6 children and 7 grandchildren, and they're all healthy. They're spread all over the United States, and they're doing well. So.
Good. When the band gets back together, hopefully sooner than later, what is the first thing that you want to rehearse besides a chorale?
I love chorales. I thought about this it's hard as a conductor to have one answer. Can I?
Yes, you may. I gave more than one. You may.
Okay. Well, one of the things I'm anxious, eager to do, although I don't know that we'll do it right away, is a piece we were working on, hoping to play this past spring concert called A Movement for Rosa, which was written in honor of Rosa Parks. It's just beautiful music and very passionate music and energetic. And so I'm hoping to do that with the band before too long. Along with that, one that we'll probably do, hopefully, the next time we get together is the When Johnny Comes Marching Home piece, American Salute by Ringgold, which is just a lot of fun.
Yes.
But the first thing I thought of is one that I've never done with the band, but we have a great transcription of Jean Sibelius' Finlandia. And that just seems like an appropriate piece for this time. Finlandia was written in 1899 as a protest against the Russian czarists. They were trying to control the Finland's press. And so Sibelius and a number of other composers, they had wrote several pieces, and this was a protest. It's just sort of a very patriotic piece for Finland. But it starts very dark and ominous, but it ends up just full of hope and just a wonderful piece. It uses the tune, the hymn, Be Still My Soul, which many people will be familiar with. And this is a very hopeful piece, and so I'm hoping to do that when we get back together.
Oh, what a great idea! That would be a good tie-in. I wasn't, I know the piece, but I wasn't aware of all the history. Thank you. So, is there anything that you want the fans, our Ringgold Band fans, to know?
Well, I would like people to know that the Ringgold Band is healthy. I think there's really I see some wonderful things. This video series is one example of that. People are bearing up well, but they're not losing hope that we will get back together. And as soon as we can, we're just looking forward to seeing our audience and seeing each other again. And we'll get through this. We'll make it.
We will. Thank you so much, Chuck, for agreeing to this interview and sharing your time with this, our new video series, Rapid Responses. And so to close out, I am Cindy Miller-Unks with Chuck Ebersole, conductor of the Ringgold Band. Until we see you again. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.